It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's gonna be one of those days. Susan, fucking lights. Oh boy. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. I need a soundboard. I think I really want to do the soundboard thing. I don't want to, but I want to. I think it's shock jockey. I don't think I'm a shock jock. Am I a shock jock? Is that a thing? I don't know. How y'all feeling the new set? Y'all like the brighter set? Does it work better, brighter? Is that a thing? Build back greater? Work better, brighter? Work better, brighter? No? Oh well. What y'all doing? Y'all good? It's a beautiful day today. It really is. It was really, really nice outside. It's my baby's birthday. It's my grandmother's birthday as well. And this is her first one not here. This is a big one. But today we celebrate. Excuse me. I'm drinking Rock Stars. I can't help it. Let's get into this. If this is your first time watching, we record for the podcast. So thank you for joining. Like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about it. We're here 3 times a week like clockwork. Trust me, there's one thing we're going to do is be here. Damn, I had a joke and I lost it. Vince Staples is probably the funniest artist out, and he deserves more props. It's Spanish Heritage Month, if you didn't know. So we started off with Big Pun, the first Latin artist to go platinum. If you can't hear the music you're watching, that means you got to head over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, listen to the pod, listen to the music that way. YouTube won't let us play no music, so we don't do that. I should have worn a Puerto Rican. I'm just going to wear a Puerto Rican flag for the rest of the month. Yeah. Not a player, but you still a hater. Elevator to the top. Hi. See you later. I'm gone, penthouse. Ooh. Killed that shit. 10th piece. Throw in the sky. In the Benzito. Up in the Benzito. My Kiko from Queens. It's going to be a good show. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe wine. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome to the Kasabian Lavoe Show, where I say Kasabian Lavoe 45 times at the beginning of the show, so you don't forget my name. That's a lie. But I'm back behind the microphone with talent on loan from God, and you already know what we're here to do, and that's disturb the peace. It's a must. Let me get my hands going. You know, it's pod etiquette to get your hands going and warm them up. But anyway, for this episode today, we have a couple of topics, and I wanted to try to keep it light again because I feel like it's just so negative out there. But last night was the verses, so we got to talk about that ass whooping that Fat Joe gave Ja Rule. Hands down. Maybe not hands down, but Fat Joe won, and that's for sure. I got to stop pointing at the camera. Rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. I mean, we keep losing people every day, y'all. We got to pay attention out there. Let's talk about the Black National Anthem. It's a little touchy, but I want to speak about just how I feel about that. And real fast, is it all of a sudden or all of the sudden? I keep on hearing people say all of the sudden, like they're like adding extra shit to it. Is it all of a sudden or all of the sudden? Comment and let me know, because I'm still trying to figure that out. I saw something on Instagram I thought was pretty funny. Some girl put her Venmo on her car and said, "It's my birthday, send me tips so I can get some drinks." And she's like 40 years old, but she said she looked young. That's a weird hustle, but that's a hustle. A.O.C. is probably the most hypocritical person I've ever seen. Nicki Minaj is, I think Nikki, no, you're wrong. I know it's sudden. I said, is it all of the sudden or all of a sudden? Oh, wait, that's what you mean. That's why I hate comments. It's the delay. I'm not paying attention to you. Nicki Minaj said that she had a friend and her cousin's friend's friend. Balls got swollen because they took the vax. We're going to talk about that. And then, like, the president came out from Trinidad and Tobago and was like, yo, shut up. But anyway, we'll talk about all that and more. Let's get into the show. Gavin Newsom. And at the end, I got a story for Mandi because she loves these crazy killer stories. Like, this is like today. A high-powered attorney in South Carolina set up a hit on his family to collect life insurance. This shit will be on Netflix in a few months. This is amazing. I'm so fucking excited. I cannot believe that this is a thing. Anyway, Rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. He was actually going through a brain cancer battle. That's tough. That's very tough. It's sad when cancer is the way to go, and there's no fighting it. You know, like you really can't do anything. Very funny person, very outspoken person, very wise, and I'm sure he'll be missed like many others. I felt like everybody spoke so highly of Michael K and all the other people that had passed away that I wasn't able to really like put it. I didn't know Michael K personally. It felt like every podcast in the world knew him personally. I don't know Norm Macdonald. Hey man, I love that dog movie. My kids watch it. I appreciate everything you done for entertainment, and thank you. Now, I'm just going to touch on this Black National Anthem, and we've spoken about it before, but the reason that I want to speak about it is because, I mean, you got to scrap this and do it again. They should have never called it the Black National Anthem. The song actually has a name. It's called Lift Every Voice and Sing. Excuse me. And that's fine. They could have said that that's the song we're going to sing. Now, the national anthem came out of war, came out of us finding ourselves and becoming a country and being birthed. So there's like a real meaningful, that song is very meaningful, excuse me. So when we sing the national anthem, it wasn't the white anthem. So that needs to stop. This country was different from the get-go because of our diversity and how we accepted everyone. If you look around, this is the only place in the world that is in the monoculture. Meaning when you go from city to city, you don't just see one race or one type of person. It's very diverse, no matter how you want to feel. When you do shit like this, you're dividing the people for no reason. My kids have black in them, but they are mixed. They are light. When you say the Black National Anthem, you don't even split the country in half because the country isn't but 40 million, was it 46 million black? 46 million is 230 or 364 million people in this country. Like, we just have to be reasonable and understand what we're doing when we're creating shit like this. Don't name it the Black National Anthem. I'm Puerto Rican. Do we get a Puerto Rican national anthem now? There's Puerto Rican football players. Aaron Hernandez is Puerto Rican. You see what I'm saying? Now, the song is a beautiful song. It just don't mean shit. I don't care what nobody wants to put behind it. The national anthem's for all of us. The fact that y'all want to shit on the national anthem and make it a white thing is beyond me. Because I was just telling y'all last week, Conor McGregor is white and he's not white. He'll tell y'all he's Irish. Like, he looked at Machine Gun Kelly and he said that's a white rapper. If you look at Conor McGregor, most of my people will be like, nah, that's a white boy. No, that's an Irish dude. He don't know shit about white boys in America. The same way that when you see like my black grandfather, he's Puerto Rican. He's black skin. He's very dark, but he's Puerto Rican. Academics. Such a huge YouTuber, right? He looks like he's black or African American. He's not. He's Jamaican. Our vice president is Jamaican herself. She's not even African American, which is still a weird term because most Africans are from America. Like that term African American, when they're just trying to say that black people, like all black people are African. No, technically all people are African if we want to do it that way, but that whole terminology causes problems. And I know this shit's a touchy subject because then it all boils down to Kasabian and why are you talking about it? Because this shit is racist. Sorry. You have to scrap it and change it. You can't call it this. Y'all gonna play this and the national anthem? What? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna have a black national flag too? You see what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all what y'all gonna hear from the people that hate and want to cause more division. This is divisive. This is not the way that we start anew. This is exactly how you start to fall the fuck apart. You got to remember statistics. There's not as many of our people in this country as we would like to think. Sorry, y'all. We got to stop fighting it this way. There has to be a better way. And I think hating on the history of what went on here is beyond that. Like, we need to really sit down and say, okay, if we're going to move forward, we need to move forward. So this is not inclusionary. This is like, whoever even passed this on and the marketing behind it, right? Because all the white outlets are marketing this as the Black National Anthem. It's already tagged. The fact that it's tagged, the only thing to do is you got to scrap it and do it again. Or no anthem. No anthem. Just don't do nothing. Take the shit off TV and let's stop talking about it. This is very divisive and not in a good way. Not in a good way. I think that there has to be a better way to have inclusion. And I believe in segregation. I think that we should choose, though. See, there's a difference. There's a difference between segregation and separation, and then the power to choose. Like, I chose to live in a part of town that I felt was more diverse to my family because I didn't want my kids to grow up around, kids that weren't like us. Sorry, that's not a bad thing. It's just how I want. Like, I live in a very predominantly white and Asian neighborhood, and that's not by choice. It's just, one, the school's better, but there is a decent amount of Spanish people and black people in my neighborhood that I would love my kids to be around and to understand they have to go through their own things in these suburbs. So I want my kids to be at least around people like them, and of course different people. Shit, most of my kids are Asian. Like, when you talk to my kids, they're from Europe. They're not even from here. These kids do everything but American shit, so it's beyond me. But it's just not fair to name something this, especially in a sport that isn't all black. Like, that would be another racist term. Like, we have to break the stigma that black people can't be racist. No, like, that's a thing. This is racist. Sorry, this is not okay. Whoever in the marketing department that did this shit, this is not okay. Sorry, BLM has nothing to do with football. Let that shit, just get it out of football. Get it out of all that. Just, it needs to be where it needs to be, and no more protesting. It's time for action. If you want to start a black national anthem, tell me how many black politicians there are that would even be able to back this and make this a thing. You see? Not many, because nobody's in power. All you're doing is talking. It's all lip work. We ain't doing shit. Hey, half the country's Spanish. It should be, and that's where everything gets just convoluted and seems like hate. That's the problem with this. It's hard to have this conversation, but this is bullshit, and this was done this way to create division. So if the song is Lift Every Voice and Sing, fine, let's call it that, but let's not make it an anthem at all, and we shouldn't even compare it to the national anthem, which is the anthem for everybody here in America that wants to live the American dream. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. I think it's fucking ridiculous. Last night, New York City did it again for the culture, and I think that New York is proving why hip-hop was birthed there. Don't get me wrong, Atlanta, y'all doing y'all thing, y'all got the torch, but last night was real New York shit, okay? Fat Joe has been in music. This rock star. Fat Joe has been in music since we was all kids. And when I say we, I'm talking about us 80 babies. Since like 81, Fat Joe's been in music. Been in movies since the 90s. Discovered Big Pun, the first Latin artist to go platinum. Now, being that it's Spanish Heritage Month, I'm going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Every Latino that's done something crazy, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to try to get JC up here. Or I'm going to go see him. I'm going to pull up on every Spanish person that's doing something in Vegas, and whoever's not doing it in Vegas, we might take some trips. Let's blow this month out. Back to the verses last night. I think it was amazing how they shut it down. This was way better than what they did with the Locks and Dipset. I didn't like that stage setup. This stage was a lot better. The Hulu Theater looked great. It seems like they put some money behind the screen. Everybody looked great too. Like, damn, hip hop ages well. You know them rock and roll dudes be 40 and 50 and look like fucking milk and dried ass bread. Fat Joe looked wonderful, bro. Like, it was amazing to see somebody. Fat Joe, the name is Fat Joe, and he's still out there, breath control. He's still moving and dancing. He flirting with Ashanti. He brought out Birkin bags. He went crazy. And just being honest, not because I'm a G-Unit baby and I'm a 50 Cent fan, but Ja Rule's corny. He did a good job. He has a lot of hits. I'll never take that away from Ja Rule as an artist. I think he's a phenomenal artist, but 50 did end him and wrapped all that shit up. Yeah, the Feds was involved doing some other shit, but nonetheless, G-Unit whooped that ass. But can we just be 1,000? That boy's corny. Ja Rule's corny as shit. He's in great shape too. Pause. Like, I ain't even gonna play myself. Ja Rule looked phenomenal. Like I said, they all look great. Ashanti looked great. I mean, that was one of the best verses. I think we say that with every verses, right? Like, that was one of the best ones yet. And it just gets better and better. And for the culture, it's awesome I hope that the younger people are listening and like realizing these rappers have been rapping for a long time. Like, Ja Rule, even though you can say what you want to say, he is corny, smash hits for years. I mean, that was a long run. Fat Joe, 25 years, long run. And the in-betweens, everything that came off from both of them was I mean, it's hip-hop royalty. What we witnessed last night and what Fat Joe and what Ja Rule did was dope. There's really no animosity between them. Like, they really love each other. So the fact that Fat Joe was able to talk shit the way he did and Ja Rule did his thing, I mean, that was dope. I think it was beautiful for hip-hop. I love seeing older hip-hop because this is brand new. We've never seen this. They're doing this for the first time, and they're almost teaching us how to age in hip-hop. I think it's beautiful. I really do. A shout out to Fat Joe. I think Fat Joe won. It wasn't a crazy win, but he definitely won. I did an interview for a documentary this weekend or was it Monday? I don't even remember. I've been dealing with just like everything's like looping over everything. But anyway, I did an interview for a documentary. I'm excited to see where it goes. Let's see how it goes, and where it takes me. This is dope. It seems like things are kind of lining up and falling in place. Now, A.O.C. was at the Met Gala with a dress on that said "Tax the Rich." Now, either she's a complete, just a clown. Like, she's literally doing this on purpose. Like, she's pretending to be this dumb, or she really has no idea what audience that she's serving. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, read the room. You wear a dress to the Met Gala. Let's break down the Met Gala. To walk down that carpet, it's $250,000 for a table to do all that little bullshit. They're going to tell you they donated that to her. That's a lie. This lady isn't fashionable at all. This woman was a bartender that made pennies or some shit, and then she became what she became, and now she can't keep her fucking mouth shut and has ruined millions and millions, probably billions of dollars of money that would have been in New York City, helping Brooklyn, Manhattan, and all the boroughs and many, 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 many families in New York City due to her mouth. So she goes to the Met Gala in a dress that says "Tax the Rich." Do you understand? In Las Vegas, one person annual income is about $32,000 to $36,000, give or take. Couples, 52 to 56,000. It cost the ticket $30,000 just to go to the Met Gala. Just $30,000 a ticket, $250,000 for a table. So she wears a dress to somewhere that it takes somebody in my city a whole year to earn to just walk into the event. And she's telling us to tax the rich. There's a word for what she is where I'm from. We just can't say it no more. Those are the people that you're talking about taxing. Are you stupid? Like, who the fuck do you think the people that are watching on TV are the ones that are saying, "Oh my God, she fucking did it"? No, dude, you're walking around with multimillionaires in front of you reading your dumbass dress that says "Tax the Rich," and they're like, "Oh my God, we agree." And then you idiots that sit there and even entertain the conversation, you are the people that should be taxed more. You're hoarding money. Don't you get it? Like, that's the reason why this is a problem. And it's not, and I don't even believe you're hoarding money. that's the premise behind it, right? And these are your friends, right? You want this woman there with you to talk shit on you? Like, what? Whose money were y'all supposed to be taking from? Because y'all the rich ones, you know that, right? When you go to an event that costs what the average person make. Matter of fact, let me blow your mind. If you make $32,000 a year, you're a part of the 1% of the entire globe. If your income is $32,000, you are of the 1% of the globe. That's what they spent last night, just a ticket. And tax the rich. Somebody help me. What the fuck are we doing? Gavin Newsom got to keep his job. Congratulations to him. Sorry to California. From what I hear, in about 5 years, California will be underwater and Vegas will be beachfront property. Whoop, whoop. So Gavin Newsom, just keep burning that motherfucker down, dog. We ain't worried about it. Anytime somebody starts a story with, "I got a cousin that got a friend," it's bullshit. Nicki Minaj says she didn't want to go to the Met because they wanted her to get her vax. She's not vaccinated, and that's fine. I'm kind of iffy with the vaccine with women if there's any issues health-wise, because I've heard of the hormonal issues. That's me. I'm not a doctor. This is just what I'm saying. These are my concerns, and that's it. I just want to make sure that I get that out there. Like, I'm very afraid for my wife and daughters with the vaccine, just being honest. But Nikki said the reason why she didn't want to take the vax is because one of her cousin's friends took the vax and his balls got swollen. Like, real bad. He had giant balls from the vax. And everybody's like, "Yo, Nikki, you out of your fucking mind. Like, why would you say that?" And Nikki's like, "Nah, dead ass. He got like the biggest balls in the world. You should see them." Blew my mind that was even a thing. Nikki had, okay, cool. So your friend's friend or your homeboy's cousin's friend got big swollen balls from taking the shot. So that's why you're not going to take the shot. They went crazy on her. Everybody went crazy on her. Even the president came out from Trinidad and Tobago and was like, "You are an asshole," just in layman's terms. He said, "We spent the whole day looking for the swollen balls and we ain't find one person with swollen balls. You fucking liar." They didn't say it that way, but they were like, "You need to shut up and stop making stories up because that shit costs a lot of money and resources." That was the honest truth. You had government officials out there looking for some man with swollen balls, and it wasn't true. because the vax is still so new, anytime something happens, they got to document it. So, yeah, although it sounds funny, this type of shit can't be said out loud. You got to really choose your words wisely. You have a very big audience. And I'm a Barbs, so I'm rocking with Nikki, but she fucked up on this one. And the White House invited her over there to have a talk. So it's going to be exciting to see Nikki go over there and talk and maybe learn something about the vaccine. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't know, go learn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, there's a beef going on right now between Lil Mo and Fat Joe. So Fat Joe, in the heat of the moment, said some slick shit during the verses, talking about there was some dusty crackhead hoes or some shit. And then he gave out 2 Birkin bags. If you don't know what a Birkin bag is, it's a very expensive bag from a company called Hermes. They're actually a fashion house, one of the biggest fashion houses and one of the most pristine fashion houses ever. And they make these very, very expensive handbags that you have to be invited to buy. And Fat Joe handed out 2 of them to 2 women on stage. And the reaction to these 2 women was beautiful, right? Like, it looked like my daughters. Like, excuse me, one of my daughters would be like Ashanti, who will hold the bag on her wrist and be like, oh my God, it's so cute. And then my other daughter's like Remy Ma, where she like opened the bag and she's like, yo, dead ass, I can't fit a gun in here or the bottle for the baby. What am I supposed to do with this? Hey, yo, Pat, bring me the 4-5. Let me see if we can fit it in. That's what Remy was doing. Remy was like, yo, this cute and shit, but I can't hold the tool. You know what I mean? Lil Mo came out and was like, nah, fuck that. Fat Joe better give us an apology. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then Remy Ma said, hey, yo, shut up. I saw you in the parking lot. It was all hugs and kisses and shit. Keep it sweet. Don't make me pull this new thing out. Joey gave me the new gun bag, and that's that. Okay, it didn't go that way, but it should have went that way. It might go that way. It's still going on right now. And I bet you on Friday we're going to talk about Remy Ma busting somebody's ass. Now, for the story that I've been wanting to give, because I think it's a fucking great story, and I thought it was fake. Like, who the fuck said this thing's a thing anymore, right? Like, it looks like fake. Like, this does not sound real. Okay, there's an attorney in South Carolina. His name is Alex, and I'm gonna butcher his last name. Excuse me, I shouldn't say kill when this has something to do with murder. Just full disclosure, this is a murder story, and this is real life, and we're gonna talk about it. His name is Alex Murdaugh. He's a high-powered attorney in South Carolina. The police have now arrested a man who allegedly conspired with Alex Murdaugh, a high-powered, I don't even know why they had to say it, but I'll do it again. A high-profile attorney whose wife and son were murdered, okay, just pay attention, in a double shooting in June. This just happened. To shoot and kill him in a plot to garner millions in life insurance payouts with his son. This is amazing. Wait till Netflix makes this thing a movie. Curtis Edward Smith, 61, faces charges of assisted suicide, assisted battery, pointing and presenting a firearm, insurance fraud, conspiracy to commit insurance fraud in connection with the case, according to South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. Oh my fucking God. This is a gold mine. Write this movie. Who is not writing this movie? There's a giant TV behind me, and it's playing some shit. Oh my God. So, kills his wife and son. Here's a quote from the whole story. Richard Alex Murdaugh conspired with Curtis Edward Smith in the area of I don't know what that road is, Scalahatchie Road, for the purposes of Mr. Smith assisting Mr. Murdaugh to commit suicide to what? I don't know what that word is. Why the fuck are all the big words in this one? The affidavit alleges that Mr. Murdaugh provided Mr. Smith with the firearm and directed Mr. Smith to shoot him in the head. Detectives say for the purpose of Mr. Murdaugh causing Mr. Murdaugh's death and allowing for the payment of the. Is that even a thing? Can you even get payments for suicide? I thought suicide don't pay out. How did that even go through? Wait. Is there a different law in South Carolina? Because that just kind of, if he tried to kill himself. So he shot himself and had like remorse and he didn't die. He survived. So he would have got the payout for his old lady and the kid getting killed. It was a valued at $10 million. Now, this is what threw me off because I didn't even read this part. Why did I take this quote? My bad, y'all. That wasn't the quote that I was supposed to take. It was valued at $10 million. So here goes. This guy sets up a hit with his boy. His boy brings him a gun, goes to the house, kills his old lady and the kid, but he makes it look like a suicide, and he tries to plug himself, freaks out, he bitches out, didn't do it all the way. Then the dude gets caught. Most likely the dude ran over there and snitched like a little bitch. This dude got caught. $10 million. I'm pretty sure he might not do no fucking time. Watch, they're gonna let his ass skate. I thought this was fucking amazing. I need more details because what I read wasn't good enough. Give me more details and let's go back over this story. What was going on? Was there fighting? Did he catch her like fucking her boyfriend on Facebook or something? And he was like, yo, you better cut that shit out. And then like was the son like, yeah, mom got a new boyfriend, old punk ass attorney dad. And he was like, what? You know who I help? I help killers in these streets. And then he went home. He was like, you keep talking shit and I'm going to plug y'all one of my killer clients. And it was like, you ain't got no killer clients, pussy. All you do is like jaywalking tickets. What happened? Why he want to off her? And you're a fucking attorney. You got to know the law. Like, who's supposed to get the money, by the way? Was it Boy? Was it Curtis? Why was Curtis going to get the money? Who the fuck is Curtis to them? You see what I'm saying? I got so many questions. Who is Curtis? Why did Curtis get involved? Why does an attorney not have a gun? You're in South Carolina. Don't y'all shoot shit up in South Carolina? Oh, I have so many questions. Hey, if you have any questions for Curtis or for Rich or Alex, let me know. We'll ask him. I don't know. We'll call South Carolina jail. My uncle was a sheriff out there. Maybe he can get me in there and we do an interview. I think I got to call my Uncle Simon. I'm so serious. I need to go down there and see what's popping. All right. I'm going to leave y'all with that. My name's Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. One.